it's the 25th of September. Oh my goodness. Where has the year gone? We're 3/4 over. Hey, Jane, thanks for starting the call. So I think I know most people here, but for those of you I don't know, my name is Nicole Dennis, and together with my husband, Justin, we are Ambassador Diamonds with ASEA, which just means that we've been able to help a lot of people with this technology, which has been really, really amazing. So he's actually in the Philippines right now. So things have been a little hectic around here this week. So what I wanted to do tonight is first I wanted to recognize the people that have qualified for Reach for the Beach. Now, I was planning to have some nice slides done up, but that did not happen with Baby Joy today. So we will just have to do the names. So we have got Richard, I think is Richard on the call. Richard is qualified in first place for Reach for the Beat in the grand prize, actually, which is super, super amazing. So really happy to see him there. And I think we have a couple of other people that are getting pretty close to qualifying for the grand prize as well. I think Julie and Sasha, right, you're one enrollment away.
Yes, one enrollment away.
One enrollment away. Fantastic. That's really, really great. And I know that Judith is also only a couple of enrollments away. She almost has the volume, so a couple of enrollments away, which is super exciting. So we might have 3 enrollments away. Jane's saying 3 enrollments away. So we could have 3 people for the grand prize, which is amazing because you get a suite. We also have a couple of people in second place. We have got Aaron and Kelly Moore in second place. And we have Ivan Bortic and Kayla Shields also in second place. In third place, we have Miriam Brewer and also Paula Melville Clark and Barry Julerat actually qualified today for the trip as well. So that's super, super exciting. Jen Cooper and Jeanette McDonald qualified last week. So congratulations, ladies. And we have a few people who are super, super close to qualifying. So, you know, to take that last stretch to get over the line is always really good. So Sharon Waters, super close, just a couple of enrollments away. Dawn Stewart as well. Janice Dance, I know, is making a run to qualify as well. And Stuart Robertson, Anthony Husing, and Terry Diamond. I know I've been talking to all of them, are aiming to be on the beach in Vanuatu. So fantastic opportunity to, you know, connect with other people in the team, to spend time with your leaders, and also Chuck Funky, the CEO of ASEA, is going to be on that trip as well. So it will be really, really awesome. So anyone got any questions about that or want to say anything? No? Super excited. I'm glad for those of you who have just qualified this week. Not all of you are on the call, but very exciting. All right, so what I thought...
Is there going to be any training at Vanuatu?
They'll have a little bit of training, yeah, about like it's going to be like a breakfast training, I think. Okay. And there's going to be like a group activity as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be super fun. It'll be really great. Oh, and everyone that's coming, like, we're actually staying extra time. So everyone that's coming, we are going to want to spend some time with everyone that's coming to go through their plan for the next year as well, because that will be great to be able to do that in person. So what I wanted to do tonight is I just thought I asked people if they had any questions. So I thought I would just do kind of like a bit more of a Q&A style training tonight. We will be starting to do recognition.
Enough love.
Sorry? Was someone asking me a question? No? So we are going to start to do recognition on the start of these calls, but my assistant is actually traveling with Justin right now, so she hasn't been able to do very much for me this week because they have been super hectic in the Philippines. They had 91 people at a meeting in Davao 2 nights ago, and then I think they had around 40 in Cebu last night. So they've been pretty busy doing meetings and things like that. So That's why you probably haven't seen the notifications and stuff coming through as much this week, because Ben hasn't been able to do them. So one of the questions, Janice says, wow, yeah, it is pretty exciting, pretty exciting. So there's a lot of amazing things happening in the Asian markets. So one of the questions I had was to introduce, like to show people about the new units in Facebook in Renew with Redox and how to use them and how they've been set up. So someone had a question around that. That will only take me a few minutes to cover. So if people have other questions, I'm happy to answer any questions tonight. We're just going to kind of do a Q&A style training tonight. So any questions that you have for me, I'm happy to answer. I'm just getting my internet's been really bad. So I'm just going to grab up the group here and share it. I don't think Joy's very happy in there. I can hear some whinging. Just the only night that she doesn't just go straight to sleep. She normally goes straight to sleep. Okay, so this is what Renew with Redox looks like now. So if you remember and you've been with us for a while, Renew with Redox used to look like this when you landed on it. It used to go to this discussion page and there was one pinned post at the top, and then everything kind of really got, it was getting really hard to find stuff because there was so much content in there. So what we've done is we've put everything into units, and we still will be adding some things to these units, but it's a much easier way for you to direct people. So you still add them in the same place here. So if you want to add someone, you just type in their name. So Jen is already a member, so I can't add her again, but I can see your names just come up there, Jen, when I just type in Jen. But you can add someone like that. Now they have to accept your request to add them. So it's a good idea to send them a message and let them know, hey, I've added you to this group. Can you accept the request?
Sorry, Nicole. Sorry, I couldn't see the screen. I can see it now. Just found it. Sorry.
You need to let them know that they need to accept the request for the group. So what we've done is we've put everything into units to make it a bit easier for you to direct people that want to find information out about Redox. So they're going to go in the start here, product overview. There's a short, it's about 8.5-minute video overview, and it actually features me and lots of the other people, a lot of the people that are on this call sharing their ASEA experience. Then we also have a video showing the scientific validation of ASEA products. And you can still tag people in the same way just by clicking on this, and you can still write in their name. So if I just pick, I'm just saying Jen because you're right next to my face on the camera. So, so I can like tag Jen there. And when I tag someone, I don't like to just put their name. I just like to say, you know, this is an overview. I like to put a little personal comment that I was telling you about. It's just, it's stories. I know a lot of the people in this video, or whatever it is that you want to write. You can also tag them in the science video if they're interested in the science. So that's just like the two simple videos to give an overview of the product. And then we've got some other units, and we've put some of them up the top. So a question we were often getting asked is, why can't you mention disease names or medical terms? Like, so who's had that question before? Has anyone had that question? So we've actually got a post written about that, about why you can't mention disease names or medical terms, going into some of the regulatory issues. And the next question there, can redox technology treat, prevent, or cure health conditions? So we've actually got, so you don't have to answer that question. You can just, you know, point someone to that answer that's already been done for you. Now, there's also a number of videos with health professionals answering different questions. They're mostly health professionals from the United States, where they just did a series of videos. So all of that is in there. So that might be something that someone has got a question about. We often, you know, people say, well, what about doctors, infants, that kind of thing. So there's some of these questions answered there. And then we've put together all of the frequently asked questions, usage guides, and science summaries all in one place for you. So you've got a ASEA usage guide, Renew, Redox frequently asked questions, which is like some of the common questions we get asked. That's quite a comprehensive document. It's pretty long. I think it's about 25 pages. So there's lots and lots of questions, lots and lots of answers, and also our ways to use Redox gel brochure. People often want to share the Redox talks, which we do at 8 o'clock every Tuesday night, because someone is saying something that's really relevant to someone that we're talking to. So now we've got them all grouped in one place for you. So hopefully that will make it a lot easier for you to find the the talk that you want to do. So you can just click on it and you can actually see a little bit more detail about the talk there. So you can see a little bit who it is. The redox talk, you probably remember when you see the names, if you've watched the talk, about what it was about. So that's a little bit about that. So you don't want to tag people in too many things still, but it's just made it a little bit more organized, because before we had to search everything. Then what we've done, and some people have been like, oh my gosh, there's like a lot of things down here, is we've started to group the testimonials under different health challenges that people may be experiencing without naming diseases or medical terms. So abnormal or atypical cells, everyone knows what that is, right? Everyone gets what that is referring to. So we have put testimonials that are relevant to that. They're grouped in this unit. So you can go in here, and there's also PDFs in some of these units which actually have a lot of testimonials in the one PDF. So a lot of you have probably seen those. So that's those PDFs. You can preview those, or you can download the PDF and you can send it to people as well. So the different conditions are split into a lot of different conditions, but it's alphabetically sorted. So, you know, you'll probably get used to it after using it for a little while. So we've got different things, and it goes all the way down. I think there was like 66 different categories when we did this up, because it didn't kind of make sense to group a lot of them together. You can see some of them still don't have posts in them, because it's a big process to go through and sort everything. So we're still doing that. And I'll be reaching out to the other admins that help with this group, and trying to get some more posts put under each of these categories. So we've got at least half a dozen in each of these categories. But that was the idea, was to try and make this a lot easier for you. You can still search in the group. So say you know someone who's got a breathing challenge and you can't find the specific testimonial right now under the unit, you can just type breathing in the search bar here. If you're on your phone, it's up the top, and it'll be next to the group name. It'll say search in, and it'll be up the top there. But you can still search like this, and then it will bring up everything that's being posted that has got the word breathing in it. So that's going to cover a range of things, a range of health challenges that people could be experiencing related to breathing. So you can just go through and find the ones that are relevant and tag on them there. And if for those of you who are admins on the call, if you find something that really you think should be added to breathing unit, you can't do this on your phone, unfortunately. You can only do it on a computer. Is that you can you were able to add it to a unit. Oh, it's already in a unit. That's why you can't add that one to a unit. This one doesn't look like it is. Oh, my internet is so slow. I'm sorry. So you can add this one to a unit. So if you're an admin of the group and you see something that should be in a unit, just click on these 3 buttons up at the right here and just add it to the unit where you think that it should be. So you can see there's all these different units. The more that we can all help as the people that are admins of the group to do this, obviously the more things will get into the units, like as we're just going through and looking at things or things are popping up. It is a little unfortunate that Facebook doesn't allow you to do that on your phone, because I've seen a heap when I've been on my phone and I'm like, I can't do it on my phone. I have to be on my computer, which I'm not always, able to do that. So anyway, that's a little bit about the using the Facebook new units and everything. So I'll just see if we've got any questions about that. I'll stop my screen share here. Okay. Okay, Jane, could everyone else see the screen? Only Jane's was frozen. Everyone else was good? Yeah, okay, just you, Jane. Sorry. just you having a problem. Oh no, I think Barbara was frozen as well. Debbie said it just moved. Okay, so I'm not sure what happened there. Could be my internet. Okay. All right. So Jeanette, does anyone have any questions on that before we move on from that, the Facebook group? Like the Facebook group has helped a lot of people really to come on board with a CR. Like Sally Diamond, who was a diamond, sat in that Facebook group for many, many months, and then she decided to get some products after just watching those things. So it is really powerful way because there is just so many stories in there. But I hope that that's made it a lot easier and a little bit more organized for you because it was getting a little unwieldy now that we've got so many people in the group. So does anyone have any questions on the Facebook group before we move on from that? No, all good, straightforward. Fantastic. Okay. You have a question about the wellness tracker, Jeanette. Go with your question about the wellness tracker.
Yeah, just a clarification on who, when they received the wellness tracker, a new associate. So I talked to a new associate today. I didn't sponsor her. Michelle Payne sponsored her. We had a chat. She's got the email about the wellness tracker. When she went in, she said, "Oh yes, it's from a lady that I don't know. Her name is Janine." And so my question is,
okay. Right.
Yeah, okay. So my question is, would they not be getting it from the person they sponsored, or is it because the sponsor's not on Genie Pro that they wouldn't be getting it directly from their sponsor?
I will have to check that one out with Larry.
So then I tested myself with the campaign going through Genie in the settings. I set myself the campaign, and mine came from my sponsor, Sonia Bailey.
Okay, yeah, that's how it's meant to come. So can you send me the ID and stuff for that one, Jen? So when you go pull it up, I did have a glitch with someone in the US as well, like that pressed who they were and then the form didn't come up. So IT unfortunately never runs smoothly when it's rolled out.
Well, she did get it.
She did get it, but she said, "Oh, it's come from a lady. Oh, I don't know that person. Her name's Janine." And I went. Then I had to sort of kind of explain, that's our, diamond leader, blah, blah, blah. And then I thought, hang on a minute. That was my query. So it doesn't matter whether their sponsor's on Pro or not. They should be getting it from their name of their sponsor should go on that email.
Yeah, well, it's only actually meant to go to people who are on Pro, the wellness tracker. We are going to discuss with Larry getting that actually changed just for our team, so it will go to everyone. But yes, it should go from their sponsor. So let me follow that up. Thanks for raising that.
And their sponsor's not on Pro, so so you're saying everyone will get the wellness tracker?
Well, at the moment, it's only people who are sponsored by someone on Pro. But we're going to talk to Larry about changing that for our team. So we're probably going to pay some additional money as the diamond leaders to get that different for our team.
Okay. She was very impressed about getting the wellness tracker, by the way.
No, it's awesome. Isn't it so good? Has anyone else had feedback about the wellness tracker?
Okay. Yeah, I haven't done it yet myself.
Okay. No one else has had any feedback about the wellness tracker yet? It's pretty new.
I just got feedback that she got it. That's all.
Okay.
Not that, and that she'd filled it in. But I kind of thought I might get a notification that she had filled it in, even if I don't get the actual results. But I didn't.
Yeah, you should. Okay. All right. This is all good to know. Has anyone else ever worked in IT? I worked on one IT project in my career, and I'm telling you, it's harder than building $1 billion road project. No kidding. It's like really IT is just always, a challenge. Like when it first gets rolled out, there's always like little bugs in it. Okay, so that's good to know. I'll pass this back on to Larry. Any other questions about the results tracker? I'm glad people like it. It was actually our idea to get that to happen. It's like, I think it'll be really good when it's all smoothly operating. Okay, did anyone get the daily digest from Jeannie today? Yeah, cool. Yeah, excellent. Cool. What did you think of that, ladies?
For us, there wasn't very much on it. I'm not sure whether it's just because
it's a bit short on info, but
we're not doing enough or something. But it was good. It showed us what our volume was for the day and our rank. But that was about all we had. Is there supposed to be more than that?
Okay, there is supposed to be more than that, like your enrollments for the day and that kind of thing in your group.
Yeah, so maybe it's just because we had an enrollment the day before, but not on today. So maybe depending on your activity, there's more information.
All right, so let me know how that goes. It should show people in your team with fast forward. I noticed there was a few glitches with ours as well when we got it, so I'm going to follow those up as well. We will be able to put on like updates from us. We'll be able to say, hey, there's this new training in the library, so we'll start getting all of that stuff added. Like, so after we do our Tuesday night trainings, I'll get Fen to send them off to Larry, and then like they'll go out in a daily digest with the recording of it.
And Nicole, which level actually receives the digest? Is it all levels?
So yeah, everyone receives it, but there's more information in it if you're on Pro. The information is kind of restricted if you don't have a Pro account, and it's more robust if you have a Pro account.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Yeah.
I have a quick. Sorry, Jen, go.
Yeah, while we're on Jeannie, Larry is apparently doing some training at the moment on a Wednesday evening, but it's supposed to be 10 o'clock here on a Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Last Thursday, I was going to be on the call, but apparently there wasn't a call, so I'm a little confused as to whether it's still happening or...
Okay, let me find out. Let me confirm with Bobby. I spoke to Bobby today, and he did say that they're recording some shorter trainings as well for Jeannie.
Okay.
I know that they're going to put all of those trainings into the library as well.
Okay.
So,
okay, great. Okay, fantastic.
The first week was a nightmare, and I think they were going to do a separate recording of it. Yeah, we had all these complete numbskulls who didn't know how to work their way around a computer, and it was just a schmozzle. So, yeah, they were going to do it separately.
Jeannie 101 then.
Jeannie 101.
Yeah. I have a question, Nicole. I had an email from Judith regarding somebody she sponsored last week who got the email about doing the wellness tracker, and she said that when she clicked on the, hang on, I'm just going to find it. I clicked on yes, it's me, and a page came up with a Sia in it, but nothing else.
That's what happened with my other US person. So can you send me her ID number, Jane? And that, and I'll get that looked into, because I had two. That's the second one from the USA that I've had that with.
Yeah. Okay.
That'd be great. Thank you. Thank you for your patience, everyone, as we always are the testers for all the new technology.
There was also some very strange SMSs that came out in the last 24 hours, which we've also sent to Larry via the Love Bug.
Yeah, awesome
message, because there were like updates on fast forwards that were completely inaccurate.
Yeah, I noticed I had some of them in my daily digest as well, actually. So yeah, something's gone a little funny there. All right, that's great. Report any of that stuff to Larry, because they're really good at getting it fixed. And yeah, please be patient as we get all of this ironed out. So something really exciting that is in the works with Jeannie, and it's like only at the stage of like doing the brief at the moment. So it's very, very early days, but I'm going to be reviewing that and having a look at what I'd like to see in there is actually developing a proper app for Jeannie, and it will have everything within the app, the training, everything like that. It'll be an app you download from the App Store, but you'll like log into the app with details, so you'll actually be able to do everything from your phone. You'll be able to do your training, you'll be able to manage your team, you'll be able to send information to people, because obviously the app right now is quite limited. Like, it's basically you can just put in contact information and send stuff. You can't really do anything else. So that is something, that's like a bit of a medium to longer term project, but something that that we are looking into working on, and I'm pretty excited about that, because that would be super convenient.
I've got a question.
Sure.
Daily digest that you're talking about, where does that come from?
It comes from it's like that Jeannie email that you get it from. Let me find it.
Oh, okay. So that's the Jeannie.
ABC. I haven't got one.
No, I didn't get one either.
Okay.
That's what I was asking.
Jeannie at ASEA Global. Okay, so let me check with Larry if that's going to everyone yet, or if it's just gone out to a smaller test group for today. Okay. Yeah, so it's it comes from Jeannie at ASEA Global.
Thank you.
Okay, no problems. All right, any other Jeannie questions while we're on the Jeannie topic?
It's not a question, Nicole. It's just I'm not sure whether you know, but there's been a lot of issues with people with Big Pond email addresses.
Oh, yes, I did want to update you on that. Okay, so Big Pond is of course, it's Australia, right? Like, we get the problem, is the only email provider in the world that blocks. So they use this special program that that helps like emails get through, and ASEA Corporate uses the same one. And basically, Big Pond is the only email that blocks it worldwide. So some days 80% of emails get through, and then the next day 0% of emails will go to Big Pond. So what Larry has done is he has worked with SendGrid, is the company, and he's actually invested to purchase his own IP address, which is going to resolve that issue. But they can't start just sending everything from that new IP address. And this was kind of over my head, so if it's over your head, don't worry, I'm just going to tell you what he told me. They can't start sending everything like the next day from that IP address. They've got to start sending little bits at a time so that IP address gets a good reputation, as it's not sending spam, it's not sending inappropriate emails and things like that, before they can transition like everything over. That process is going to take about 2 weeks, and it started at the end of last week. So in about 2 weeks, our Big Pond issue should be resolved. So I don't know if any of that made sense, but yeah. Anyway, it's the only email service provider in the world. Of course, it had to be like an Australian one, right? I was like, are you joking me? Seriously? Like, yeah, it's I don't know. We've been blessed with more challenges than many other markets here in Australia. So, yeah, that's what's happening with that. So let me see.
Nicole, that's only because you can handle them.
Is that right? Because I can handle them. I love it. I love it. So anyway, that's really, really great that we're going to have that resolved. It's been something that has been working on for a long time. It's not been resolved from the ASEA corporate side. So if you have people that have got Big Pond email addresses, they're having exactly the same issue delivering information from ASEA corporate. So just so you know, but they haven't resolved it yet from their side. Okay, any other questions about Jeannie? I'll find out about when the training's on. I'll ask Bobby. No other questions about Jeannie?
Nicole, this isn't about Jeannie. This is a comment you just made. The emails coming from ASEA corporate that aren't getting through to Big Pond addresses are like their welcome emails and that early stuff particularly. Is that right?
From corporate. The welcome
Yes.
emails that we send are not from corporate.
No, from the ones that come from corporate.
Yeah, it's like, and it could be getting 80% of them through one day and then 0% the next day. It's
right.
Exactly the same problem that Larry was having.
So we've just got to really nurse anybody and be very alert to anyone that we have with a Big Pond address.
Yes, I know. Isn't it wonderful? Big Pond.
Okay.
Yay.
We can handle it. That's what I just said. We can handle
it. Yeah, we can handle it. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, there we go. Okay, so any other questions about Facebook or that? All right, well, it's time for me to finish and to hand over for the Redox Talks. So sorry, Janice, I'll get to your question another time. But anyway, I just hope that was like a useful little update for everyone. I'm going to stop the recording here.